Hello, and welcome back to another week's episode of the 2002 reimagining of the Twilight Zone. And this week we are watching Found and Lost, which is not the same as the 80s episode, I think it was, called The Lost and Found Emporium. I think that could have done with a remake. I think that could have been cool, but it's not. This one stars Brian Austin Green, who was in 90210. Beverly Hills 90210 is the name of the show. And he was also in Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. And he makes mention of how greed is good, which is a line from the movie Wall Street. And he's just sort of the yuppie sort of character, I guess. Just going in for the big buck. Fine. He pays for what is essentially the girlfriend experience from a prostitute, and then gets upset when she gives him the girlfriend experience. I guess they haven't talked out the actual terms. But when he starts to realize that something is wrong, you have this tease of a Dutch angle combined with a very effective blur. So you get that when he hears about her being dead, and then again you get it when he's on the porch and is about to sort of look in on his past. I think that's a really subtle effect, but it does give the sensation of something being very, very wrong. In the end shot, Forrest isn't shot, he isn't green screen, and there are actors in the background. So while most of these episodes has Forrest green screened, I guess to save takes, this does not, and I'm wondering why. I'm guessing they had a good location and it was a background shot and they can make it work. But it's not consistent, and of course that will raise my attention somewhat. The episode reminds me a lot of Walking Distance, which was the 5th episode of the Twilight Zone back in 1959. And it's rated one of the very top episodes of the entire franchise, in which a man travels sort of back and meets his younger self and tries to convince him to be better and fails. And in this case, the persuasion sort of actually hits home. Next week, we're actually going to watch Christopher Titus with some bad luck, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care now.